This is Clarence Hill and Serene Williams with the Star Telegram video talking Cowboys, following the Cowboys' exciting comeback victory 34-31 over the St. Louis Rams. The biggest, largest comeback in team history, tying a record they set in 1999, 1984, with comebacks against the Redskins, comebacks against the Saints. This Cowboys team down 21-0 early, came roaring back to win this game.
And they stuck with the run. I think that was the biggest game, biggest thing about this game is they didn't give up on the run. They kept putting it in Murray's hands. Even when they were losing yards or gaining minimal yards, they stuck with that game plan. And it worked, and I think they ended up with more runs than passes. We just talked to Scott Linehan, and he said that's what they had to do. They had to stick with their game plan. It was still early when they were down 21-0, and they did that. A very impressive comeback by this team. This can do wonders for this football.
No doubt. DeMarco Murray, 23 carries for 100 yards. This Rams team set their whole defense to stop the run, and the Cowboys stubbornly stayed true to the run. Certainly Murray had a fumble, his third fumble in as many games. The guy had 3 fumbles his first 3 years of his career, and has 3 fumbles in the first 3 games this season. But the Cowboys stayed with him. They trust the run, but it also set up the passing game. The thing about we've talked the last couple of weeks about Tony Romo not looking like himself, not being able to move like he could in the past. Well, that looked like some of the old Tony Romo today.
It did, and that run was huge. Third and 13, he runs for 16 yards. Linehan talked about that afterwards, how big that was. Talked about his young legs. We all kind of laughed. And then he had the big throw to Dez, and it wasn't a perfect throw, but God, Dez was so wide open, 20 yards, because they're worried about the run that he didn't have to have a perfect throw. So this running game is really setting up everything, and I think we all doubted when the season started if they'd be able to stick with it. We know now they're going to stick with it.
And defensively, certainly they had problems with Mo Claiborne. They had problems with Bruce Carter. The Rams ran the ball and passed the ball. I mean, this quarterback, Austin Davis, looked like Kurt Warner reincarnated. And, you looked early like they were going to blow the Cowboys, out of the stadium. But, hey, they stuck with it. Bruce Carter, a guy that's maligned linebacker, had to pick 6 to help put the Cowboys in the lead. And Mo Claiborne, the guy everybody wants off the field, had the interception to seal the game.
And Mo said after the game he doesn't feel like he played a good game. He certainly didn't. We know that. He didn't even need to say that. And I asked him if it was redemption that he made the game-ending interception, and he said no, and I think that's a good sign for him. He's got to get better. He knows he's got to get better, and I think he will get better. I think that will help him confidence-wise going forward. But Rod Marinelli said after the game he's really disappointed in how this defense played today. They can't continue to play like this, give up this many yards and big plays and win the game, but he was very happy with the turnovers. They finally got those turnovers, and that was the difference in this football game.
Hey, this Cowboys team is not giving anything back. Certainly it was the Rams, dude, as Pac-Man said once a long time ago, but down 21-0, they came back and won the game. You can't take that away from them. This is something that's certainly going to give them some momentum, some needed momentum going into next week, because things get much tougher. They play the New Orleans Saints. They play Drew Brees. They certainly will get tested again. Mo will get tested again. Right now, they're going to enjoy this win. They're going to enjoy being 2-1 and get ready for that home game at AT&T Stadium next Sunday night.